can't say that the old man's stupid.
Good morning, Stupid Fast Nation. How are you guys doing today? It's a cold day here in Pennsylvania, and not only that, but it is an absolutely sad day for me. Today, I bring you guys a tragic story, me and Stupid Fast Jr. here, of something that happened last week. So, I'm going to get right into it. I put up the third wastegate spring video the other day of putting a third wastegate spring in the notchback and to see if I could increase the launch boost. So after adding the third spring, I then took the car out just to do a quick test on the launch boost, and it was phenomenal. I mean, the thing got right up on 10 pounds of boost. Normally it's like 6, 6.5, sometimes 7, depending on how cold it is out, with the dense air and stuff like that. But this time I took it out. It had 10 pounds, no problem. Within seconds at 4,000 RPM on the two-step, and, I let it rip.
All right, go.
Let me know when you're ready. Ready? It was at this moment that John realized he f***ed up.
You got knocked the out, man!
Now I knew before getting the car off the trailer that the slicks were a little low on tire pressure. They were maybe 6 or 7 pounds, which is, not enough to have it on the street. And so I knew better right off the bat, but I went against my better judgment, and I decided to unload the car off the trailer and go do the test anyways. When I did, sure enough, the car itself's really stiff in the suspension and everything, and it just hooks and goes. It has the anti-roll bar, so the entire car just stays straight the entire time. But the tires are what make the rear end of the car kind of wobble a little bit, if you will, when it's low on tire pressure. And so I let it rip in second gear, and then the car started to go sideways. I corrected, and then the back end of the car swung around on me, and it was so fast I couldn't even do nothing. I went up into a grass embankment a little bit, and at the end of the embankment, you'll see there's a rock wall. Now, I slightly hit that rock wall. It barely touched one of my intercooler pipes, put a dent in it, nicked my fender in a little bit, and then I drifted across the street very slowly. And I wound up on the side of that hill a little bit and then tapped the tree on the back a little bit. So all in all, not that much damage, but it makes me really sad that I went against my better judgment. But what are you going to do? Stuff happens, It could happen anywhere. It could happen at the track. It could happen on the street, anywhere. And then I tried to get the car out of the ditch, but before I could even go get a ratchet strap and get it tied up to the car, and it wasn't even 3 minutes after it happened, the cop showed up. They didn't give me a hard time about it. They're actually really, really nice. I'm not going to show their faces or anything in the clips and stuff like that out of respect for them. But, you can take a look at everything that's happened up to this far.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah. Part of a YouTube channel.
They're grabbing the strap quick to get me up out of here. Jeremy went to grab the strap quick. We'll just put it to the rear and pull it out.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so you guys are okay.
So you guys don't need any medical attention or anything?
No.
Sir, we're
Okay,
good.
all right.
Thanks for checking, guys.
Yep.
You like my Paul Martin costume?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I thought you. There's the guy.
All right, hey, good luck.
Yeah.
Yep.
throttle stick.
No, I fucking...
It looked like the throttle stick stuck. As soon as you got sideways, it seemed like you tried to get off it.
Dude, I hope it... No, I got back in it being a fucking smart ass.
Yeah, that quarter's toast. Your front fender's toast too here. Yeah, dude, we need to get this fucking thing out of here. Look it over there. I'm gonna go get video of what happened. See the burn mark there? You see where the tires went? I know enough to say you're lucky you didn't roll it.
Dude,
You're lucky you didn't roll that thing.
you have no idea.
Did you see that?
I recorded it, bro.
I know. Dude, I was down there. I was like,
no, he is not right now. No.
Anti-roll bar broke on the back and went sideways on me.
Okay. You got any paperwork?
Not on me.
License, registration?
Got my license on me.
Where you live at?
Cool.
Okay. You have your insurance card?
I don't have it on me.
You have it insured? Your insurance company.
we didn't have a chance to.
Got out of the car. You know these people?
Do you know?
Evan Hunt, I think.
Hunts?
I think so. He works for the water company. Yeah, he does. They only knocked a few rocks off of it anyway. You know, he just did this. He did this himself.
Hippie's like, ooh, flashing lights. Hippie's in there. I see an alien. That's what I'm saying. Look at the guy.
I said next time, he told me to tell you next time. He said, that camera right there, plywood just got you screwed.
So even after all that, they did tow the vehicle. My registration inspection was out on the car, so it did get towed, which kind of sucks. But and I only got fined for a few things like the tires, the registration, and the inspection. And so to me, that was kind of cutting me a break, because really they could have got me for a lot of other stuff like reckless endangerment and like other stuff like that. And so honestly, it was, you know, they cut me a break. I did go and pick the car up right away from the tow place. And then with the intercooler pipe being bent, I couldn't run the car because that was the only damage that would stop it from being able to run it. But then I did get up early the next morning and fix it. Now I did go to Numidia that night with the car, I just didn't run it, which kind of sucked because a bunch of people came out to see us run, me and my dad, and we just didn't get the opportunity to run. And so then Saturday morning I got up early, we fixed, me and Superfast Jr. here, fixed the intercooler pipe and welded one of the anti-roll bar brackets back on because that broke. Which I'm not really sure if that broke before I hit the embankment, you know, with how deep the car sunk on the launch, or, you know, if maybe it did it when I hit the embankment. Either way, that could have been part of the cause of why the car swerved like it did. Anyways, I did go out to Beaver Springs that Saturday, and then you'll see the footage here. It was at this moment that John realized he f***ed up.
Oh, man. Oh, get it over.
It's been driving by Mr. Mallory.
Oh shit.
Transmission fluid.
As you can see right off the starting line, there's a pile of transmission fluid leaking right in front of my front right tire. It was already too late. Nobody could stop us from the run, and we were in the middle of the green light. You know, we were in the middle of the staging lights when it started leaking, and then it went right underneath my rear tire and spun me out. I did save it, and it was pretty cool. The announcer actually said, good job for saving it, so that was pretty neat. But it did suck that I closed track down for like a good 45 minutes, hour or so, whatever it takes to clean it up, you know. And then that was pretty much the end of my racing season right there. So that kind of blows. But it was only a trans cooler line that popped off. Also partially my issue because I used a hose clamp instead of an AN fitting. So now I'm going to go out and get 3/4 inch MPT to AN fitting and just use AN fittings on them. So that'll take care of that. Crap, guys, almost forgot. S550 content coming soon. I'm working on getting a few things lined out here in the garage for when it gets a little colder out, and then I'm going to start wrenching on this thing ASAP. So I know a bunch of you keep asking questions like, hey, what are you doing with the S550 chassis and stuff like that? I'm just still getting situated to get all my parts from the parts farm and stuff like that, so I will be working on her very, very shortly, so stay tuned. As always, if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out there, don't be afraid to drop me a comment, hit the like button, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.